Gentlemen of the press, first of all, with utmost respect, I welcome you to Dr. Gauri's residence, our host for this function. And we welcome our health minister, incumbent health minister, Anne Keane. And now I just want to ask Anne Keane that, after all, what special programs do you have for the people of this country as the future health minister?
Well, thank you. And thank you, Dr. Gauri, for allowing us into your home. It's lovely of you again to be so hospitable. I want to say that the Labour Party and the Labour government is the party that represents diversity and respects equality and treats everybody equally and with dignity. And as far as I'm concerned, there is no better organisation that demonstrates the way that we treat our fellow human beings than the National Health Service. Regardless of your ability to pay, your culture, your creed, you are treated with respect, dignity and equality. We have so much to be grateful for as well in our National Health Service from people who have come to work in it from all over the world. And no more than my good friend sitting on my right here, Dr. Gauri, who's devoted his life to dental care and his family in the West London community and is well known and well renowned for his work for the National Health Service. I spent 28 years also doing a very serious job. I'm now a professor of nursing. But what I want to say is I'm proud of my party because the diversity that we share within this constituency and in fact within the UK nationally is something we can be proud of. Our record of welcoming people from other cultures, welcoming people from either distress or welcoming them because they're bringing us knowledge and they're bringing us skills that our economy needs. And we want to make sure that we work together with everyone in our country. And we will condemn and in fact we will legislate. The Equality Bill is a bill that will bring about equality between all of the races, that discrimination will be outlawed, the hate crimes will be outlawed, and indeed in employment discrimination will not be tolerated.
Yeah.
Just to add a little bit on the health side, see that in 13 years, the budget for the NHS had doubled from 37 billion, it's gone up to 70 billion. At the same time, the health service has seen such a research. It has medical care for everyone, dental care for everyone who wants it by March 2011. So as we see things, they have done their job, and they still need a lot of more improvement can be done. But whatever the resources are available, we are in a global credit crunch at the moment. In spite of that, the Labour government has done their best to not to cut corners on the NHS. So from that point of view, when Anne wanted to refight the election, we said we need people like you who have got so much input of the health service and for the care of the people. So let's not forget that such a person should be given another chance, should be re-elected, so that we are able to, and with Alan together, they have got a track record in this borough of being friendliness and for the type of help they do for the inhabitants of the borough. So with that things, I leave it to Alan to say a few words about his plans of what he wants to do. And obviously he's to be re-elected. So what are his plans for the people of this constituency?
Well, I've been Member of Parliament since 1992, and at my advice surgeries I deal with people from all over the world, and my aim is, we want to deliver wonderful healthcare as the National Health Service does, but what we want to do, we want to make sure that the people who receive that healthcare feel they have a right, that we want to make them feel it's their country now, that they have as much right as I do, and their children at school have as much right as I do and as my grandchildren do for that education. We want to make them feel just part of the community, and that's my aim. I think this area here could teach the United Nations some lessons about how to get on and work together. We want to make people feel comfortable in themselves, and their children feel comfortable.
What are your views about the immigration? It's a diverse society here, and what are your plans that the people, there are families which are separated. The husband is there in Pakistan. Can they help? Going to help the Asian community with regard to that immigration?
I've helped no end of families from all over the world to be reunited, and this is one of the most common problems that I face at my advice surgeries, and I've helped people from all over the world, and I mean, it's some of the most difficult cases were people from Somalia who were separated because of the trauma they'd faced. Families were separated, and managed to unite families, get their children together. And I can give you one particular story to illustrate it, that on the night before the last election in 2005, a man whose family I'd helped from 1992 came to me very proudly with 4 polling cards to show me, and his family had gone from being completely separated, half the family on the other side of the world almost. They'd gone from that point in 92 to 2005 where 4 of them were now able to vote in the British elections, and he was so proud of those polling cards, and so was I. I was made very emotional by that experience. It was a wonderful thing to see a family come as one, and I met him just a couple of weeks ago. I knocked on the door and didn't know it was his house, and there he was. A wonderful experience to know that I'd actually helped somebody, and the final effect had been that wonderful completion of his family and them feeling comfortable in this country.
Now, I taking advantage because our channels are bilingual. They go in Urdu, and internationally they are broadcasting. ये उर्दू ज़ुबान में भी ये प्रोग्राम पाकिस्तान और बरतानिया और यूरोप के तमाम इलाकों में जाता है. तकबीर टेलीविज़न वाले हैं, फ़ारूक शाह हैं, और मुजाहिद साहब हैं, और बहुत सीनियर किस्म के जर्नलिस्ट यहाँ मौजूद हैं. Taking advantage of this opportunity, Minister N. what is why we should especially vote for the Asian community, the Muslims, the Pakistanis, the Asians people? After all, what is the solid reason, 2 good solid reasons you have that we should vote for Labour? And what is your grandstand on Islamophobia? Because Islamophobia is eating into the vitals of this harmony of this country. And what is your stand? And as a future minister, if you're elected, what are you going to do specifically for millions of Muslims and Asians and ethnic communities?
Thank you.